made it! Now the revelry can truly begin.
Well, Halsum already has walked up for mingling, okay.
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now, our paths cross once more.
Boom, 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 boom.
Honestly, the time has flown by for me, because, time moves weird in the astral.
Perhaps that is so for you, but for me... It may be that a peaceful life after so many years of tumult has made me sentimental. I dwell upon what we shared. That bond was forged in a crucible that can never be stoked again, Oak Father willing. It is a bond that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
Quite a poet. Halsum maybe should become a bard.
It sounds like you need a hug.
I always do. Should I ever decline, assume a doppelganger has taken my place.
Okay, that's good to know, because, so next time, just hug it out.
That was more than worth the wait.
Oh. I'm sure there'll be more where that came from.
Rest assured, my arms shall be ready. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
Well, you first, Halsin. I want to hear about the life you've made and the people you've helped.
In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Wraithwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony.
I guess all
Stronger
the death is
together.
good fertilizer. I remember you had quite a few young wards to take care of. 9 wagon of them, wasn't it?
My greatest purpose and greatest reward. Those children have been through more than fate had any right to cast at them, and yet they go on as resilient as anything in nature. I impart what knowledge I can to them, yet, in truth, they teach me far more. The land we saved is theirs, and they will cherish it, I'm sure. Thaniel and Oliver shall never want for friends again.
Well, my turn then, I suppose.
Please, spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see.
Again?
My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake.
Ah, so you are becoming a bard. A children's bard. All right, let me see what I have.
I am all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image.
Yeah, given what we've seen of the Mind Flayers, yeah. Let's tell a story about the whole big war with Liesel and Force of Lack and everything.
Lae'zel could not have wished for a finer companion by her side. You truly love her, I can tell. Just keep each other safe, please.
As I really
Now,
wouldn't say
it would be cruel of me to
war.
hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
Tell me about Thaniel and Oliver. How well are they?
Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far
Oh,
as
you
I'm
should talk
concerned.
with Gale about that now. How's the Grove doing, actually?
On occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Francesca of the High Forest is Archdruid now, and by all accounts, she has proven to be a steady and wise influence. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence.
Well, that's nice. Well, can I have a hug then?
Of course.
4 hugs. Ooh. Space hugs, because it's astral.
I could get used to this.
Well, it's a bit far. Are you still roaming around in bear form, by the way?
I spend half my days in ursine form. The children demanded. I had a score of them taking turns riding upon my back just days ago.
Oh dear.
I'm glad they are so comfortable with the Oakfather's creations. But they must learn that not all are as amiable as I am.
Yeah, bears can be
A lesson
vicious.
for another time, though. They deserve some joy. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, I must admit. Perhaps because I have found where I am meant to be.
You do seem a lot more settled than I expected. I thought this was against your nature.
As did I, but somehow I feel like I no longer need to roam. That I have found something worthy laying roots for.
Oh, that's nice.
Amazing what can be discovered about oneself, even at a ripe old age.
All right. Bye-bye.
Before you go, I have something for you. Just a little keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle? I made this. Ducks are my favorite.
Oh, that's a
but
nice duck.
I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company.
I don't really know how I can take this with me, given that I'm astrally projected and all that. It's lovely, thank you.
Just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
Little duck.
Hold any temptation.
Okay, well, Karlak sounds a little bit despondent.
Cool, fresh air.
Ah, soldier. How glad I am to see you again. I'd started to wonder if I ever would.
I'm sorry I haven't visited.
I'm sorry I haven't reached out. I guess I wasn't sure what you'd make of me. I've changed so much. But then again, you have too.
We noticed Karlak is a bit civil.
You would have had a hard time finding me in Limbo. It's a really weird place.
True enough. Though in this form, nothing seems impossible. Your adventures with Lae'zel must be absolutely fascinating. Our victory against the Dead Three changed everything. For example, my favorite food used to be mutton chops. Do you know
those
what
are
it is
yummy.
now? Brains, soldier. Brains.
Well, yes. I fear that comes with the Illithid territory. Comes with the Illithid territory, I suppose.
True. But I've found ways to maintain my values while respecting that which I am. That which made it possible for me to live. I've made arrangements with a healer in the city. When a patient is beyond saving, but still able to speak for themselves, they're offered a choice. They can go as nature intends to take them, or when they're ready, when their goodbyes have been said, their affairs settled, and all that awaits them is pain, I relieve them.
That's
When
nice.
I consume their brains, I am nourished by much more than the physical nutrition. Their memories, from birth to death, become part of me. I've lived hundreds of childhoods, first loves,
Oh, that's gotta have an
marriages,
effect on you.
feuds and friendships. I remember them all. And in this way, we all live on together.
That's actually quite beautiful.
Thanks, soldier. It feels that way too. It's been wonderful to see you again. Reminds me of old times around the campfire.
I wonder how she
We
does that with
used
the
to
flames
think
now.
becoming a mind flayer was a fate worse than death. I wouldn't trade my life, this life, for anything. Funny how things change, isn't it? Enjoy the night, my friend. I know I will.
Yeah, she certainly did change. Bit disturbing, but at least she seems happy.
Looking for attention, Shah.
Ah, she still has that cursed painy thing. Okay, I don't know. Well, I know Malil, but not as a person. Hello there, Minsk!
You see, Boo? I told you our friend was near.
Happy Horsen? Who's that?
Ah, breathe deep, Boo.
Oh,
The
he's
smell
with
of
Minsk.
heroes sings from every stone in this place. Ah, to meet again where your journey began, my friend. An honor. For Minsk and his hamster both. Oh, and for Happy also.
Yes, honored, of course.
Good to see you, Minsk, Boo too, and happy?
See how your very presence snatches the breath from his chest? And it is no wonder. It is just this day that Happy learned of your legend, while we gazed down upon the very city you saved.
He dangled me from the high hall, upside down, for 2 hours.
The guild
guess
should
he's
not go
happy.
creeping in high places if they do not have the stomach for them, hmm? It is well for Happy the strange portal appeared when it did. Minsk's arm was growing achsome.
You're still chasing the guild? I thought you made peace with them.
So I have. Though it is a peace made more from blade and boot than it is any sense of brotherhood. 9 Fingers forbade any looting of the Illithid's fleshy vessels. and so Minsk guards what remains of the battle site, even from her. But where Minsk might once have thrown any sneaking scoundrels from the tower top, now I tell them of you. How you ruled the wickedness within. How they might do the same.
You
Yes,
sound
yes,
like...
I'll rule it. I'll be better.
Oh, of course. It is still for Boo to decide if they live or die.
Oh,
Oh, that's terrible.
oh God.
But enough, my friend! I cannot tell your tale if I do not know the whole of it. Minsk and Boo would know where you have been, what you have done.
Well, I've been fighting with Lysel and the Prince of the Comet, and the Lich Queen will soon fall! So hurrah, more heroics!
Minsk hears the determination rattle your cry. Even if he can't remember who is the Comet and who the Lich Queen. Boo will remind him of the details later. He has the memory of a miniature giant space elephant.
Those don't exist.
Now, Halfling, Boo will not have you embarrassing him in front of his friends. So you ought to know the rest of the company you keep. Will Ravengard, the Blade of Frontiers, Devil-Horned and Angel-Hearted.
Oh yeah, we still have to talk with him.
Lae'zel of Creshkiller, true child
Leia.
of Gith, and true friend to Boo. Though she will and say it is not so. Astarion, who is banished by the sun itself for fear his Spanish soul might outshine it.
Oh,
We
that's a
visit
good
him
way to
much
think
down
on
in the
it.
dark places, though he often moves his lair without remembering to tell Minsk where. Gale, who now names himself a god, though in truth, Minsk has known few wizards who did not think of themselves so. Shadowheart, two gods dogged at her soul, but she managed to keep it all for herself in the end. Wait, Boo, did she do something with her hair?
She always does things with her hair.
Alcin, Archdruid of Arch... somewhere. He is a much better man than he smells. And there,
Oh, come on, I
the
hugged him a lot.
champion of having tentacles, Karlak. She was once very tall and strong like Minsk, but we still like her as she is. And finally, Jahira. If this is a name you do not already know, then not even Boo can save you. Study them well, sneak thief. For the best among them will be a guide for your guild. Heroes who put the city before themselves.
That man has
Who
had
never
such a
falter in
such
their
a strange
duty.
evening.
And more than this, who never arrive to a party without even a gift for the host.
But wait.
Go, my friend. Be among our friends. There is much work yet to be done before this one is fit to join them.
To the shadows.
Okay, let's actually find Will. We haven't spoken with him yet. Where is Will? Dagger +1. That's not really what we need. That's Halcyon. Will has to be somewhere. I did see him. Will! There he is.
There you.
Dancing, I see.
To your relief, your projection holds. It took a dozen Gish's talents, a few stolen psi crystals, and 10 days of effort to conjure it. You can touch, taste, and talk. But your fleshy body is in limbo, the home of the mystical Githzerai.
Okay, so we get told
Once
exactly
the
what we're
Githzerai
doing.
were one with the Githyanki, until bloody civil war severed the Gith species. The Githzerai god king Menyar Ad-Gith sent word through the cosmos. He knows of your rebellion, and he's agreed to parley. Should the
Okay.
Githzerai join you, you could vanquish Flakith in a red dragon's blink.
A great warrior of the comet walks among us. Well, a projection of him at least. Ugh, probably for the best. I smell like a 70-year-old cinder. Withers yanked me from Avernus with my blade halfway through a Cambion's belly without so much as a chance at washing up. And you? I wager you and Lae'zel have cracked open more Kithraki heads than you could possibly count.
Yeah, fellow planar warriors we are. We've actually taken a more political approach, and we seek to ally with the Githzerai.
Diplomacy. Not so different from fighting, I find. You still grip your blade, you just hide it beneath a silken glove. How you'd thrill in the Hell Hunt. Slaying fiends is electrifying. The demons I've disintegrated, the devilkin I've bled, the stories I've been itching to tell. I don't suppose you'd indulge me.
Sure, go ahead. A tale battle told by the legendary blade of Avernus, I'm all ears!
Yes, but just the one, or I'll be yammering all night. You want to hear about the Amnitsu at the Styx, the three-tusked Orthon, or the invading Gorestroy?
A Gorestroy is kind of like a big Minotaur demon. An Orthon we've seen, that was the one. Let's hear about the Amnitsu, because I'm not really familiar with what Amnitsu is.
Styx devils, they're called. They usually prefer the frozen wastes of Stygia, but Zariel's got a few of her own for guarding the River of Blood. Fat bastards, all of them. Was on the heels of a Merrigan who'd been stalking the wild hills and sprinted a little too close to the Styx. I felt my mind start to drain, an Amnitsu speciality. Bought just enough time for one of its minions to grab me and dangle me over the river. Could feel the Styx tugging at my memories as I hung over it, eager to drink me dry. Good thing I never touched foot in the hells without my companion wolf, Lily. She was just the distraction I needed.
So
she nipped at the minion's heels and I leapt
levels
from its grasp, unsheathed my short swords, and rushed at the Amnitsu in a fury.
Yeah, he's
When
gone
we'd
full
finished,
ranger, I guess.
all that remained was a pair of paltry wings atop a pile of viscera.
Your father must have been very proud of you. Have you been visiting?
I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the Flaming Fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last fist. If my forgiveness not be
Except
Tyr's
those we
will,
killed, of
so
course.
be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the Fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered.
That's a nice
May they
saying.
all take it to heart.
You have done very well as a warlock without powers.
I won't lie. Losing the Eldritch Blasts and the Hexes took some getting used to. Nothing but void, where once there was hellfire. So I stoked new fires in myself using the lessons my father once taught me. The Blade of Avernus is a ranger,
Oh yeah, so he
a
is gone
hunter
full
of the
ranger.
most hellish prey.
So, if you do multi-class, actually you should kind of multi-class him as a ranger then, I guess. Which I've thought about. I think I did it on my first playthrough, but it's not a very effective combination. Though with the new classes that might actually be quite a bit different.
Miss traveling with you. You've been a pleasure to have around.
I've missed you too. The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side.
Well, it was an incredible story. I wish I'd been there to see it play out, or
I
help.
wish you'd been there to join in. Oh, to battle together, just like the old days. I suppose that's my way of saying I miss you. Tonight, I toast not just the people we've become, but the people we were. Warriors, winners, saviors.
Winning.
Go on, the night's young. You shouldn't waste a moment of it. Or waste a single drop of wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oops, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
That is dangerous level of alcoholism.
What's Boo saying?
Okay, now we pretty much have
Cool, fresh air. By the living gods, I know.
this one to talk with, Milil.
Then better to not know.
Because,
Hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice.
You seem glum. I thought bards were usually full of pep and joy.
I find it hard to summon up the trademark pep these days. You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought Withers might have set the stage a little.
All right, go on then. What's your name?
Milil.
yes.
Though if the lack of song prayers is anything to go by, that name carries less weight than it used to.
An exarch of
There we
Ogmar,
go.
the minor deity Melil, once took song prayers before the trickster god Cyric banished him from the pantheon.
I'm washed up, I'm afraid.
Ah, but we can actually search.
It's an honor to meet a wise one's closest godly ally.
You know?
You're bloody right. It is an honor.
I knew there was a whiff of the wise about you.
How may I help a fellow Ogmanite?
Ah, good. We're friends now. Nothing. Please carry on as you were.
Fantastical news. Carry on I shall.
Good. I managed to make a god happy. That is actually very cool.
Okay, well then we have Lae'zel to chat with.
Good song, good company, and good wine.
For 2 months we trained as Knights of the Comet. For 2 more we skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet we traveled through Limbo. It has taken all of Orpheus's efforts to conjure our projections here. And all of mine to convince him to let us come. Worth it, I'd say. Right here, right now. There's no other place I'd sooner be.
So I wonder if we have
Enjoy
sex
your
now.
night.
Would that be interesting?
Chatter away. For tomorrow, we face Zerith Minyaragith.
Zerith Menya Agith. How well you know the name. The immortal god king of the Githzerai, and the ruler of their capital, Shraktalor.
Do you really think Menya Agif will help us destroy Vlakiv?
I do. Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. He will aid us if we meet him in the same spirit, my love.
Love. The word hangs in the air for a moment, before Lae'zel continues, unfazed.
Oh,
And if he refuses, we carry on. Gravity pulls us in but one direction. We are warriors of the comet. We will blaze forth until we burn Vlakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces.
great!
And when the comet has risen, we will be forever together. As surely as Kalir will forever circle the sun.
Actually, what has become of the egg, Lae'zel? Has it hatched?
So it has. And a fine man the hatchling will be. I call him Zan. Freedom.
We're all
These are the
doomed.
mages of Zamvardim.
Life is so hollow.
To no one else. Zan's destiny will be his own to follow. Warrior, poet, explorer, scholar. His way will be the way
Depressed
to
enchanter.
No chains to bind us, no lies to bury us. Liberty will be the rallying cry that unites our empire.
Yeah, that's a little Baldur's Gate 1 joke I make there.
I love you, Lae'zel. To fight by your side has been an honor and pleasure. Shall we have sex in astral form? That'll be kinky.
Love. Until I knew you, I thought the mere idea a joke. A weakness indulged only by lesser species. You proved me a fool. I am forever grateful.
Shout to Lae'zel and seek a warmth of a touch.
Ooh yeah, astral snogging. Spicy! It's like a literal mindfuck.
A taste I will never grow tired of.
So, happy couple here. I think we've spoken to everyone except Withersden, who is here in the back. Guess he has made this tower kind of his little creepy little lair. Hey, Jurgle.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
I'm satisfied. I feel accomplished everything I want to do. Well,
Actually, no, because we're still fighting.
I think I've caught up with everyone. What comes next?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited
Yeah, we are
long
very
to
odd
tell
group
you
now.
these words. It is over. For now.
Very ominous.
Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
The greatest friends I could dream of. Hurrah!
To you.
Hooray! Happy ending! Well, that was it then. Wow, this was very, 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 very long playthrough. Phew. It was quite work, but without it, it was utterly satisfying. I'm still playing this game in various playthroughs and the like, so really great. Worthy of the, you know, the Baldur's Gate trilogy it is now, I guess. And yes, next time we'll probably be having more adventures or role-playing games was like, but I'm not 100% sure on what yet. but I have some ideas that you'll find out soon. I will probably take a little break from recording and such, putting episodes out after this. Because, well, yeah, I am going on vacation, and well, I have recorded a lot of these in advance, so I'll definitely not be uploading for a little bit. But yeah, I hope once I'm back to start planning for new things and to be back with you soon. I hope you enjoyed this very, very long adventure and that you have your own very long adventure in Baldur's Gate 3. And enjoy the music and such. So, till the next adventure, be good, and may you have problems left to solve or something. It was a nice gesture.
There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
Yeah, you tell him, Withers! There's a bunch of deadbeat no-good keeping me out, especially you Ball, you deadbeat of a dad! Yeah, well, that's satisfying. So what are we going to do next then, Withers? Shall I tell you a story?
No.
How about a story how I came to be hovering around as a disappeared half-god ghost?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.